Our guys here with under 14s coaches, Coach Moores, Coach Hafiz, results, goal scorers, and sum up that performance, please.
So the actual game was 3-1, but I think some of us forfeited. No, don't front and forfeited, and it was 3-0 win. Please.
First things first, Coach Moores and I are on the same page. We had a good game today. I feel like this is the best team that we've played in the season so far, as well as pre-season. First half, I wouldn't say we played too great. We conceded the first goal. I feel like the boys showed a lot of character to bring it back, as well as putting an overall good performance towards the end of the game. I was also telling Coach Moores, there's games like this where you need your leaders to lead the game. So what I mean by leaders, I mean by Sammy, Hamza, Aziz, Kasim. There's leaders throughout the entire camp, but games like that, I need players to grab the game by the scruff of his neck and just kill it off. But yeah.
First half was disappointing. The boys started off slow. I'm not sure if it was the weather or time, but you can't blame that. I think that it was important with the boys at half time at 1-1. Told the boys to relax. It was a bit tense. So I just told them stick to the principles, stick to what we've been doing in training, keep it 3v1, keep the ball moving. And the boys stuck to that. They stuck to the game plan, and I think they were comfortable winners in the end. Special mention goes to Zach, who was brilliant today. Did everything right at the back there. But Hamza Aziz was brilliant as well. There was a lot of good performances out there today, so really happy and looking forward to next week now.
Thank you, boys.
Hello there, Coach Adam at under 12s. Quick overview of the game. We drew 3-3. Good comeback at the end by the boys. From a neutral perspective, a really good game. But from a coaching perspective, really terrible in real honesty. My two substitutes were my best players of the game. That sort of summed it all up. Mo, Sheikh and Isa were very good. But we couldn't string 2 or 3 passes together the whole game. Really, really bad. It carried on from training yesterday. The boys couldn't put 2 or 3 passes together. I don't know whether it seems to me like a sign of complacency. They've won a few games. They think they're doing really well. When really today, when they were sort of up against a slightly better opposition, put to the test, and everything sort of went down the drain. Playing from the back today was okay at times, but not good enough, not anywhere near good enough. No build-up play whatsoever. So yeah, a lot of work to do. I think there needs to be an attitude change from a lot of the boys. They seem to think that let's be real, they're a lot better than they actually are. I think a lot of them think that. So I think there really needs to be an attitude change. If you come into a training session, you can't pass the ball 5-10 yards without misplacing it, such as the case was yesterday at training. You're not going to get any better, and you're not going to be a good footballer, and it's as simple as that. So yeah, that's all I can really say about today's game. Really disappointed from a coach's perspective. Good resilience from the boys once again to get the result back to 3-3, but yeah, a lot of work to be done, and yeah, that's it really.
Alright guys, here Coach Ethan, under 10s. You know the drill, results, goal scorers, and sum up that performance for us.
It was a 2-1 win. Anis had 1 and Hisham had 1. Yeah, this is a really bad game, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we got the win, but the performance was shocking. The ball was in the air 90% of the game. To be fair to us, we only had 7 players. Hamza went off, he was winded, I think he was, and yeah, his chest was hurting after, so we played the majority of the game with 6 players. But even then, I mean, we could have played with 5 players and still won that game comfortably. The boys were just all over the place. They're still in that mindset of just taking everything one-on-one. They're not playing as a team. Everything is just, I want to beat my player, I want to score the goals. They're not passing, they're not moving. All the basics are just gone out the window. And it's just, I don't know, it's just playground football. It's not nice to watch. So yeah, it's just about getting that. It's still in the one-touch habit as well. Always doing things first time, always rushing. I was screaming my head off, they still didn't listen. But yeah, there's just a lot of work to do, to be fair.
Alright, brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, so it was a 1-0 to the under 9s, 1-0 loss.
it's just a very bad performance. I mean, similar to the first few. I don't know if we were playing football or if playing some ping pong or pinball, whatever it was. It was just bad. We hardly stringing any few passes together. It's just very disappointing.
Yeah. Comparing to the first game we played pre-season, there's been no progress made. You can even say there's been like regression. I mean, what we do in training hasn't been implemented. Maybe we have to change we have to look at ourselves as well, not just the kids. Maybe we're not doing something right. Maybe we're not training correctly, but there's an attitude problem as well. We need to train properly. When we come to training, we have to have that, because these players that are selected now know that they're more or less automatic in the team. So there's an issue there. So we have to change attitude in training, maybe change drills, and it has to be implemented in the game. It's simple stuff again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of bases. I mean, a lot of the time, we're playing with the head down on the floor. It's just, I don't know what they're going to see on the floor when they're playing, and it's just spaces that we've been working on for the past few weeks. We're inside on, receiving it on the back foot, and it's a disappointment. Not really losing the game, it's disappointment where the stuff we're doing in training is not being implemented. And again, so we've got to look at ourselves, and something the players need to look at themselves. So maybe just working that extra bit harder, because actually, although it's been okay, it could be a lot better, because we're not where we want to be, and there's very talented players in that team, but it's the attitude or the work rate that is at the moment. I doubt there's progress will be made. So just hope for the best next weekend. That's it.
Cheers.
Hi guys, here with Coach Aswat, under 8s, results, goal scorers and performance. Sum up for us, let's go.
We lost 5-1 to West Essex Colts. Goal scorer was Mohammed Murad. I thought we started off the first 5 or 6 minutes very well. We were playing well, we had put them under pressure, and then we just dropped off. It's like someone flicked the switch and they just scored 2 goals straight away, and we just looked broken. I feel like you can tell the boys are very inexperienced still. They don't know how to play as a team, and like Mo said in his interview, I put it down to them not showing up on Tuesday to training. I have 2 players training with me on a Tuesday from the matchday squad. It's not good enough. You can see they're lacking team cohesion. They don't have a footballing brain just yet. I feel like that's something we need to work on. And another thing, I just think maybe we put the 8s before the season in very high esteem. I was positive, but after seeing them, they need a lot of work. They need to put a lot of work in them in training. They need to put in a lot of work by themselves as well to improve. But overall, I thought it was an improvement from the first time I've seen them. Even so, and they're only going to get better. So,
Thank you. Hi guys, here with Coach Mo, under 7s, first game out of the season. I don't know which goal he's winking at. Yeah, results, goal scorers, and sum it up for us, please.
So we played GS London today. We won 7-2. Goal scorers were Mohammed Sarfraz with 3. We had Percy with 2, and 1 apiece for Abdulaziz and Isa. We started off pretty slow, which I expected, to be honest, because we haven't played for a month. So pretty slow coming out of the blocks. But I thought the last 10 minutes of the first half and the first 10 minutes of the second half we were absolutely brilliant in terms of passing and moving, in terms of creating chances, which we did. We had a few occasions where we conceded a few chances ourselves, but that's only because we wanted Suleiman to push up as much as he wanted to and bring the ball out, and I thought he was excellent at it. In terms of performances, a lot of standouts. Mohammed Sarfraz was 1, Abdulaziz was 1, obviously playing his first league game for us today. Suleiman was excellent, as he always is at the back, and moving forward as well, he was brilliant there as well. Isa did excellent. I thought he started off, not today, but in the first fixture of the season, he started off pretty timid. He's now starting to come out of shell now, passing and moving, and it's good for his confidence to get a goal as well. But I think everyone that was there in attendance, there were quite a few people on the sides, and they all got to see that we're doing some good things with the 7s. Good to have the under-8 coaches there as well, looking at them. And from the 8 players, you could probably see 6 or 7 were above above the rest, and it's only because they're training twice a week, and I'm getting 6 players on a Tuesday, which is a good number, and those Tuesday sessions help. And parents got to see, obviously the coaches got to see it as well. It's a technical session, and I think it's brought some of the boys head and shoulders above the rest. So I think it's important that parents start getting them there, making a consistent attendance, not only for me but for other age groups as well.
Thank you.
Here with Coach Rudy at the end of game week 2. A long, wet and cold day.
Do I look mess?
No, you look fine.
Oh,
Fine.
Beautiful as always.
Thanks, man.
Was that Coach Moose?
Yeah.
You want to take it away for us, Rudy? 6 games.
Yeah, long day. I think that should be my starting line every week. Long. We start at 9 o'clock and we finish just nice. Where's the time? 4:30.
Yeah.
I just want a bath. I'm really lucky. But yeah, let's go for it. We start with the youngest age group, under 7s. Good to watch them league football. First game. Thought they've done very, very well. For the best team on the day out of all 6. It's fun watching kids play football, especially at that age group. They've got nothing to lose, they've got no fear. They go out, they have a good time, and they let us have a good time. They made me feel no rain. Go on, Abdulaziz, WhatsApp me later, my boy. Yeah, Abdulaziz. I love it. Very good performance. I think individually, every single player. I don't think there was a bad player on the pitch, and the result shows it. We keep banging on if the performance is right, the result will be, and that's under 7s are a perfect example of it. So well done to them on their first outing. Under 8s, not so good. Can be so much better. I mean, we haven't seen it yet. It's quite consistent. They've been consistently bad, which is not a good thing. Could be. It's been an unnamed lineup for a few weeks, so I think it might be up to management to see if there's anybody else that can come in, change it up a little bit, give it a little bit of more firepower. Because the boys out there, they could be deflated, but you never know. You know, it's unfortunate under 8s, but it is a results-based industry. That's the problem. It doesn't matter if it gets posted or doesn't get posted. The kids have to feel the result, whatever the situation. They go out and play, and they know the result. So post it or don't post it, the kid individually will know anyway. So yeah, I think it's up to the management to sort that out. But I think, as I will always do, I will criticise my management team, and I will also give them a credit where it's due. They can't do anything if 2 players are showing up to training. Tuesday is specially designed as invite only. We don't let anybody come. We only let squad players come. They've been given a selective number because of limited space, and the players that they've called don't show up. So what do you expect them to work with? They've got nothing to work with, so it's not their fault. I blame the parents and I blame the players for not showing up to training, period. If your sleep is more important than learning how to play the game, then come on a Sunday and get beat. Quite simple. Same goes for the under 9s, really. I don't see any improvement from that team, and that team is good. On paper, you look at it from the back, they had the captain back today in Issa Cax, and to me, when I see a player like that go back down to play in a team and he's the best player, there's no surprise we let him play upwards, because he's not going to improve playing with those caliber of players, even though they're supposed to be good. David, supposed to be good. Rifan, Rafai, Zach, these are good players, but they show up on a Sunday and they don't look like a team. It's quite boring to watch as well. So they need to sort it out. It's got a bit of issue in the coaching, in terms of Tuesday, Saturday, who can make it, who can't make it, and us boys at the top will sort that out. We'll try to get them a coach and try to get them kicking on now, because they've won one, they've lost one, and yeah, that's the kind of results that we. Look, performance first, and the performance was bad. The result justifies the performance, even though it was a bit of a silly way to end the game of football. But irregardless, I felt they deserved to lose the game, and sometimes the harshest lessons are the best ones. So yeah, that's 9s, 10s. Wasn't there to watch it for the first time in 2 years, and then watch Omid play football today. There's a hole in my heart. No, I'm joking. Well, for what it seemed like a bit of a scrap. But again, they're that powerful enough, even without 3 or 4 players not available today, only having 7 players to start off with. They went and dug it out again, so credit to them. Last year was Millfield were the only team that they lost to, so to go out there without much firepower and take the result, well done to them. We know what they're about, so I wouldn't stress too much about if the performance was below par, because they're young at the end of the day, and we'll sort that out, and Ethan will sort that out, but no doubts about that. Under 12s, watch them for the first time. I've heard so much stuff from the touchlines, parents saying one thing, coaches saying another thing, so I thought let me go and check it out myself. That's why we missed the under 10s game, because it was a clash of times, and I didn't really see much, to be honest. I can see what the coaches are doing, and it's the right way. They're trying to play the right way, but the coaches are not playing. You understand? The players have to play, and they're old enough to understand the philosophy, the ethos. It's very simple. It's not hard what they're being taught. There's no excuses. They're football players at the end of the day. But they should be able to take on instructions. And there's not. It was ugly. It was an ugly game. 3-3 in the end. They salvaged the point, in my opinion. Could have easily have lost, but could easily have won. And that was the thing. Too many chances missed in front of goal. If you're telling me that you got killers in front of goal, you haven't, because they couldn't hear anything today. But they got their 3-3 draw and they move on. But I think the coaches are doing the right thing in that age group, so I'm not going to criticise coaches at all. They got to continue that way. And the under 14s, they won the game before the game even started. It was a forfeit. What's the point of these teams registering if they're not going to come with ID cards? The league needs to do something. I personally feel there should be a double jeopardy rule, but today worked in our favour because we conceded, but we didn't concede, so it was quite good. So yeah, it was a good performance all around, I think, from the 14s. They got some great players. We keep stressing about how good their players are, and they need to put the ball down and play, and it doesn't matter what kind of opposition they play against. If they play that way, they're going to beat everyone. Anybody who comes in their way, they're going to beat them. Zach is an absolute monster. You can tell that he's from that part of the world where monsters are created. he's an absolute monster. I don't care what anyone says. Sammy I thought was excellent. People have opinions about Sammy, but yeah, sometimes he takes too many touches on the ball and he knows it. But today I thought even when he did take too many touches on the ball, there was an end product, and it's good. He's adding that into his game, and he's the captain of the club for a reason. And Aziz again, quality. Riley, what a goal. And Jeff, this smart brother right there, he scored a fantastic goal today. And overall, if only that bicycle kick, header, or whatever he was trying to do, when some of the movement today was brilliant. And well done to the 14s. That's plus 13 goal difference, no goals conceded, sitting comfortably on top of that league. Yep, it's only two games in, but we're going to be excited because we're seeing a great team being created out there. So overall, good day, cold day. Just a quick sidebar message to the parents. You got the club constitution last week. You're getting fined this week. I can't care less. Don't pay your fine, don't play. Pay your match fees on time as well, because it's stupid. It's getting stupid now. And players pulling out because it's raining. Don't give me this excuse, he was ill and he was ill. I don't know what you were doing that you became ill 45 minutes before kickoff. But nobody wakes up at 10:30 and he's ill. Like 10:30, 11:30 and he's ill for the match just because it's raining outside. Get your ass out there. We have 6-year-olds out there on the pitch playing, parents bringing them. So anybody older than that has got zero excuse. If you're selected and you're not available, let us know when you're selected, not 30 minutes before kickoff, because it's not on. And players that just didn't show up without telling anyone, that's straight suspension, 1 game suspension. You're not playing and you're getting fined. So cough up.
Okay, thanks for that, Rudy.